Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry, your guide for this enlightening journey. Stay with us. There's much ahead to inform, inspire, and uplift.
There are some safety hazards to bear in mind as you move around after a tropical storm or hurricane. Stay away from all downed power lines, which can still be live and lethal, and report them to the electricity company. Avoid walking or driving through floodwaters, as these may be contaminated with sewage, chemicals, and bacteria that pose serious health risks. There may even be submerged debris or live power lines. Do not enter damaged homes or buildings until the authorities have declared them safe. When you do, watch out for loose parts and listen out for unusual shifting sounds, which could indicate an imminent collapse. And as you go about cleanup activities, make sure to wear protective clothing like gloves and sturdy boots. Be cautious and stay safe as you go about picking up the pieces after a hurricane.
Thanks for staying with us. In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, as the nation rebuilds and strengthens its systems, technology continues to play a vital role in how we recover and prepare for the future. Up next, we take a closer look at how the National Land Agency's drone pilot training course is helping to improve efficiency, safety, and innovation in government and private sector operations.
From the air, Jamaica looks different. Its patterns, properties, and potential made clearer from above. And it's from above that the National Land Agency is helping to redefine how Jamaica manages its land, resources, and data. Through its specialized unmanned aerial system UAS drone pilot training program, the National Land Agency is equipping public and private sector professionals with the skills to harness this powerful technology.
So the National Land Agency recognized that drone technology was integral to where we needed to go in terms of what we needed to produce, the types of products that we needed, the type of task that we needed. And so in investing in that technology, they decided that they needed to train their staff as well.
That recognition gave rise to a training program now considered one of the most comprehensive in Jamaica, combining technical instruction, simulation, and practical flight experience.
This course, we believe, is a premier course. It is probably the only one that we know of its kind that has a basic, an intermediate, and an advanced course, all packaged in one. And the individuals who participate will leave as drone pilots. So they will be competent to fly and to operate in most areas of mapping.
Beyond the training field, drone technology is reshaping how sectors operate.
As the technology increases, what we find is that it is being applied to more and more areas nationally. And the fact that more and more sectors are using drones, then we're having greater efficiencies, tasks are being completed faster, workflows are being redefined, and whatever is being produced significantly improves on what we had before. So those manual methods of doing things within government, within private sector are being renewed by the technology.
But before any flight takes off, safety and regulation come first.
We actually let the participants train on a virtual simulator because we want to give them the opportunity to feel how the drone works, to make the mistakes, to crash it right there, and so that when they actually get the real drone, they're not making those same mistakes. A very big part of our training is the airspace training. So we train the pilots or the participants in how to operate within Jamaica's airspace. Now here in Jamaica, we do not have a regulation that manages the drone space. However, we do adopt principles of the FAA, which is the US regulations. And so we operate under the same principles. There are places that are no-fly zones that are controlled areas that they should not fly. There are places that are regulated, and so we teach them, we train them how to operate within these areas, when to get their permits, when to fly, when not to fly.
The program also focuses on developing a wide range of skills among participants.
It's because it looks at the cognitive skills that the pilots need, the new things that they need to learn, but also the psychomotor skills, how to operate the drone safely without accidents or reducing accidents, and also the skills that speaks about how they feel about it, the affective skills.
For participants, the benefits go far beyond the certification. Many see drone technology as a game changer in how they work.
So what motivates me and my division to participate in this training is my division has the mandate for the monitoring of agricultural lands. So it includes us going out to do inspections on subdivision applications and make decisions to developers and to our farmers. There are times when we are unable to go in particular location. It's in some remote areas, and so with having a drone would help us to, capture those images and to see what's happening on the ground. So to get the training will provide us the know-how and to apply it, to capture those information.
It would have a lot of use for me when conducting surveys, depending, whether it is with boundary surveys, topographical surveys.
From the skies above to the maps below, the NLA's drone training program is helping Jamaica see and shape its future from a whole new perspective. If you or your agency want to participate in the training course, contact the National Land Agency at training@nla.gov.jm or 876-750-5263.
The Statistical Institute of Jamaica Statin will be conducting the 2025 Jamaica Survey of Living Conditions JSLC starting August 2025. For over 30 years, PIOJ analysis of JSLC data has helped to shape national policy, including on education, healthcare, and social support. When the JSLC team visits your home, participate. Your voice helps guide real solutions. For more information, visit statinja.gov.jm or WhatsApp Statin at 876-569-1083.
When we think of recovery, buildings and infrastructure may come to mind, but it's also about healing our minds and hearts. Let's explore how each of us can play a role in maintaining our mental health and supporting each other on the road to emotional recovery.
Previously on My Mind and Me.
If we're looking for some signs, I would say if you're mentally unhealthy and you've tried relaxation techniques, you've tried self-care, you've tried stress management and it's not working, that would be a great time to get some professional help to help you get your mental health back. Mental health is a different concept from mental illness, although we use them as an umbrella term. Being mentally healthy means that you are able to be flexible, to adjust to the challenges of life.
And it is important to do what we can to ensure our own mental health.
Small daily habits that can help to maintain or attain good mental health include being able to pause when you need to. We find ourselves going consistently throughout the day, and if we don't pause, that's a challenge. So it's important to know when to pause.
Pause right there. Find ways to help you figure out the challenge you're having. You can
use STOP as an acronym. STOP, it means stop whatever you're doing. Take stock of what's happening to you. Take deep breaths. When you observe what's happening to you at O, then you proceed, but you address what you found at O. So if when you stopped, took the breaths, you observe that you're hungry, then we would say proceed and go and get something to eat. And deep breaths, for instance, help you in the pause. Not the ones where your chest goes up and you actually didn't take a breath.
And something else we can do,
I like to call it the 3-3-5. So you inhale through your nose and count to 3, hold it and count to 3, and then you exhale through your mouth and you count to 5. 3 sets of that, and usually It gives you a moment to just decompress and to think about the what next. Other small things could be those things that relax you. Is it having a devotion? Is it being able to have sometimes your one little favorite meal for lunch today? Is it being able to check on somebody? Is it, for instance, going home early today? Is it about watching your show? Is it having an hour of me time and doing absolutely nothing? Those are some things that could help every day.
Take little breaks.
If you feel stressed, what you need to do is turn your phone off. Get away from social media. Things like that help you to manage your stress. Do you find yourself having, let's say, your heart racing? Then it means you probably need to do some deep breathing. Do you find yourself feeling very anxious? Sometimes, especially our students, when you have to go out for school. What are the things you can do in the moment that settles you and helps you to respond better? Because we can't get rid of the stress. So it's going to be about the management. So figure out how you respond and figure out a better way to respond until you are able to resolve the stressor or the anxiety.
And try self-care.
Mentally, there's absolutely no way to overemphasize that. Self-care, self-care, self-care. And don't let anybody fool you, it's not selfish. Do small things for yourself every day. Katie Reed says self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. So look at it from that perspective. You want to fill yourself up so that you're able to put back into what you need to put into. Nowadays, we're panicky for our cell phones are going to die and we have to get it charged. Consider yourself a personal cell phone for your self-care and make sure you're always fully charged. Self-care can include going to the barber, going to the hairdresser, maybe getting your nails done. But a lot of people do those things because it has to be done. Don't make those things your only self-care things that you do. It needs just a little bit more than that. I would say to anybody who finds themselves being mentally unhealthy or perhaps experiencing what may look like a mental illness or someone they know, to get help. Nothing is wrong with trying on your own. So there is nothing that prevents you from recognizing what coping mechanisms you can use. Coping mechanisms are not one size fits all. So maybe what works for somebody won't work for you, and nothing prevents you from trying. So think about the things that you'd like to get done. Get a massage, go to the beach, have a nature walk, talk to somebody, journal, pray, have devotions. If those things aren't working, then I would encourage somebody to get professional help. They are trained, it's their job. They will figure out how to help you figure out what's the best way to move forward. There are mental health clinics in all our parishes. We have a suicide line and a mental health line at the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and they also have an email address. We have Family Life Ministries that offers counseling. We have Rise Life, and they offer specific help for suicide and substance abuse. We have the women's centers who have opened places for women who are being abused. And we have UNICEF has a WhatsApp number that helps adolescents up to young adults. And the last thing that we've had, somebody in Jamaica has created an app called Let's Talk About It.
The shadows of October 28, 2025 still linger, the aftermath of Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. The powerful system made landfall in Jamaica, leaving a trail of devastation across the island. While every parish felt its force, the western end bore the brunt of the storm. Many residents are still without homes, vital infrastructure has been wiped out, and communities are struggling to rebuild. As a nation, we're all picking up the pieces together. Let us continue to stand united and support recovery efforts by donating through the country's official disaster relief and recovery portal at supportjamaica.gov.jm.
Restoration of power is proceeding in phases, prioritizing hospitals, water plants, communication backbones, and dense residential zones. The all clear for restoration of utility services enable JPS and independent contractors to enter the field at scale, while the Ministry with responsibility for energy is coordinating grid stabilization and resolving localized issues such as low voltage and restored feeders. The government has given them strategic direction to make a priority to restore large commercial and urban centers in addition to critical public facilities. Moreover, they have been tasked in their grid restoration efforts to explore relocating, where feasible, the grid underground. We will continue to update the country on a parish-by-parish basis on re-energization percentages as the network is repaired and rebuilt. In total, more than 631 water systems were initially affected island-wide, with western parishes experiencing the most severe disruption as electricity supply remains limited. Supply restoration has been heavily reliant on generator power, where grid access remains unavailable, which means intermittent service in some areas. Even so, progress continues. The NWC has deployed approximately 40 generators to potable water facilities and 8 to wastewater plants, and has supplemented this capacity through private rental arrangements to stabilize service delivery. I'm pleased to inform that all members of Parliament will be allocated the following sums for the trucking of water. $2 million to the following constituencies most affected by the hurricane: Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and Trelawney. $1.5 million to selected constituencies in the following parishes: St. Catherine, St. Andrew, Clarendon, and St. Anne. We have $1 million to constituencies in the following parishes: in Clarendon, in St. Anne, and in St. Catherine, to certain constituencies. In terms of telecommunications, after the all clear, utility crews mounted full field activities with cross-sector coordination to restore poles, repair fiber and power cell sites. Public Wi-Fi nodes and critical government communications are being prioritized in affected town centers. To restore nationwide connectivity, 600 Starlink terminals are being deployed to first responders, government facilities, NGOs, members of parliament, and councillors. Flow and Digicel continue rapid recovery with up to 86% service restoration reported in some categories. Additional spectrum was allocated to carriers to accelerate repairs. The government will deploy roving mobile teams with Starlink connectivity and charging stations to affected communities and urban spaces to allow residents to make contact with loved ones or make short, urgent calls.
A lot of times when we're feeding our children, we associate them with snacks and juices. But we have to remember that they're human beings, they're growing, and they need wholesome foods. So whatever it is that you put in, that is what you will get out. Food is fuel for the body and the mind. So if you're putting in garbage is going to come out. I know it's frustrating as parents because we just want the children to eat, but sometimes we need to dig a little bit deeper. Children shouldn't be having more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. So 6 4 is 24, that's about 24 grams of sugar. So if you look at the nutrition facts label, you'll realize that most of these boxed juices that we're giving the children are excessive in terms of the sugar that they're consuming. And then we wonder why the children won't sit and stay still. And I mean, even with the snacks that we're giving them, a lot of them are empty calories. So it has a lot of salt and fat and coloring, and there are issues with the coloring as well. So we want to ensure that we take away a lot of those excess juices. I feel that we think children have to have juice, and that's a big misnomer. They really don't need juice. Water is just fine. As the adults that have the handle, let us do as best as we can to encourage a healthy lifestyle in the children.
Children often feel the deepest impact after a natural disaster. Their sense of safety and stability can be shaken. And up next, we explore practical ways parents and caregivers can ease anxiety in children and help rebuild their confidence.
It is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something with an uncertain outcome. The feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or something, and one can preclude the other. But do children even suffer from anxiety and low confidence?
Yes, children do suffer from anxiety in varying kinds and at all ages. Academic pressure, and then that also comes from pressure from parents to perform academically and socially as well as even peer pressure, bullying as well in schools, cyberbullying as we're seeing now as well. Those are major contributing factors.
Generally, a child's day should be filled with laughter, curiosity, and growth. But for many children, for many different reasons, worry walks alongside them, and it shows up in different ways with children of varying ages.
Children from say 2 years old to about 8, you'd usually see things like separation anxiety. So they're supposed to go to school, they don't want to be separated. You'll find situations where children tend to be very quiet or they're crying a lot. And also they complain of physical symptoms, stomachache, headache, but there's no medical cause for it. For older children, so 9 up to about age 16, you'll find that those particular children tend to have seclusion, they don't want to be around anybody, not much interaction, and you see falling in grades as well.
Recognizing the signs early is the first step in helping them cope.
Usually, as parents, we tend to wait until our children achieve something, but we can do that before. So encourage them. All right, you've done well up to this point. That's good. Continue to do or work hard. I like how you're paying attention more in class now. So you're picking up on smaller things. All right, so I noticed that you're doing your chores without me asking you. That's very good. So forms of encouragement from parents. Also, children mimic what their parents are doing or guardians. So try to set a good example for the children as well by remaining calm.
Anxiety usually comes because of a disruption in natural routines that children may have. So Dr. Simpson recommends maintaining these as much as possible.
Morning time routine, daytime and even bedtime, homework routines are good. So whether the parent is there or there's a guardian, ensure that there's a set routine in the morning and at night time. So having a set schedule or routine for children is a very, very good way to help them. That sort of consistency helps to lower any kind of anxiety that a child may have, as long as anxiety is not too high.
Yes, one's anxiety level can escalate, and this is where the good doctor recommends seeing a professional. Having an aggressive attitude to try and combat these heightening symptoms is never the way to go.
Usually having an aggressive approach makes the situation worse. So it's actually having a conversation with the child and saying, all right, what's happening at school? Doesn't have to be a long conversation, but you get some idea of what's going on. And as much as possible, go to the school and see what's happening and what ways or what things can be done to change what's happening, particular bullying, for example. But having that initial conversation with the child, don't underestimate the child's ability to express him or herself. So have them explain and they will tell you what's happening and then find alternate ways of dealing with it.
So, when should one seek professional help?
At any point in time. Don't wait until something goes drastically wrong to have the child come in and be assessed. If you're noticing slight changes in mood, in behavior, if there are some symptoms that you're not so sure about, please do not find online sources to help you. Come to us as the professionals and we'll help you to understand what may be happening. And early intervention actually helps a lot more with children with varying challenges.
And combating these challenges won't happen overnight, but small, consistent actions can help. Little by little, you will begin to see your child's confidence growing. But that's not all.
First of all, take care of yourself, because it doesn't make sense that you're burnt out. You can't help your child at all. So if you need support or help, get the help first for yourself. In the airplane, they say, put on your mask first before you help anybody else. So that's one thing. Secondly, if you find that you're getting overly upset with your child, take the time out and walk out of the situation, 5-10 minutes, cool off, and come back and address the situation. Because a lot of times the first response is what usually gets cemented in the child's mind. So if it's an overly negative and then you're going to apologize, it's not going to make much of a difference. Also, continue to mirror the behaviors that you want. So children, of course, live what they learn. So they're going to be watching you. So set the example. How do you communicate? How do you express yourself? What do you share with people, with your children as well? Those are some important things to look at.
When disaster strikes, Jamaica stands together. Across the island, Jamaicans are answering the call to help families and communities affected by Hurricane Melissa. Now you can be part of the recovery. Sign up to join the National Registry of Volunteers through the Support Jamaica portal. This is a safe and simple way to lend your time, skills, and compassion where it's needed most. Whether you can assist with food distribution, shelter operations, medical support, cleanup efforts, counseling, transport, or administration, every helping hand makes a difference. It will take all of us, neighbors, students, professionals, and friends, working together to restore hope and rebuild stronger. Visit supportjamaica.gov.jm. Click Volunteer for Hurricane Melissa and complete the short registration form. We are Jamaicans, strong, resilient, and united. Join the movement. Volunteer today.
Get ready for I Love Jamaica, a Hurricane Melissa fundraising concert series starting with 5 shows. The virtual telethon is set for Sunday, November 16, running from 3:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Curated by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the show will feature top reggae acts and friends of Jamaica. Celebrate our music, spirit and unity. The government of Jamaica is seeking volunteers to assist in recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa. If you are ready to help rebuild stronger communities, visit supportjamaica.gov.jm/volunteers for details. Volunteer today. Jamaica needs you. The Jamaica Defense Force has launched an incident response form to help residents report issues following Hurricane Melissa. This form is not for emergencies. If you're in danger, call 119. For all other reports, visit supportjamaica.gov.jm/incident and submit the details. The Charitable Association of the Franciscan Sisters of Allegheny, CAFSA, presents Extravaganza 2. The concert has been rescheduled to Sunday, November 16 at the St. George's College Auditorium starting 4 p.m. Enjoy performances by JCDC prize-winning students, all for the benefit of CAFSA schools. Tickets are $2,000 for adults and $1,500 for students. And that's all for our community notices this Saturday. If you have a community event to share on our notice board, give us a call at 876-922-8680 or email jatkinson@jis.gov.jm.
As we wrap up today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you found these features informative and engaging. Let's stay connected through our website, jis.gov.jm, and on social media. On behalf of the production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Stay safe and have a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.